use it. Here's the OptimizePress membership area. This is where you get dropped in after you purchase OptimizePress. The first thing you're going to want to do is download the theme, or if you want to use a more pre-built theme to use with OptimizePress, then you would download the plugin and upload it to your WordPress site right here in Plugins, Add New, like I was saying before. One thing that you're going to want is to get your API key, because as soon as you download and install your OptimizePress theme or plugin, you're going to want to get your API key in under OptimizePress dashboard. So in the dashboard, API key, add it here, boom, you're good to go. If you want to purchase any templates for OptimizePress, which I do recommend to start with, you can do that under, I believe, Marketplace. And after you purchase a template and you want to install it, let's see, let's go to sales page templates, and you want to install it on your website, when you download your template, it's going to be downloaded in zip format, similar to themes and plugins. And now I'm going to show you how to install that. So in Create New Page under OptimizePress, and you'll see this whether you have OptimizePress installed as a plugin or a theme. Once you're in here, you're going to upload your zipped content template right here. So browse, and then you select your theme from, let's see, excuse me, your template. So I have, let's just pretend that I'm uploading one. It's going to show up down here under sales pages. So say you downloaded Titanium, which I think I actually have, and then you upload it using Browse and Install Now. It's going to show up down here, and if you hover over that template and click Use this template, let's just do flat style sales page, use this template, name it new index, new page, create page. And in your live editor, there you are. So you can, so once you're in the live editor, you can add new rows by clicking here. And let's say you want to add 2-column row, insert into page. And then when you click add element, you can add all sorts of stuff. So they have audio players, if you want to add a bullet block of text, dividers, Facebook comments, all sorts of stuff. It can feel a little overwhelming, and I do recommend taking about 30 minutes to just scroll through, click on stuff, add in random elements, see how it works, see what sort of styles exist for your images and for your text. Once you become familiar with what the elements are called, you're not really going to be scrolling and clicking. You're just going to be typing it up here. For instance, the elements that I use the most are headline, boom, text block, right here, image, right here, overlay optimizer, and an overlay optimizer is a button that you can press and then add content inside the overlay. So for instance, if you had a button on your website that said sign up now, when you click that button, instead of being brought to another page, the overlay optimizer tool will just display the content that you choose as an overlay, much similar to what you see here on the page, where the background is this faded dark and then the content that you choose is on top. So for instance, an opt-in would be a great thing to have inside an overlay. More information about you and your services. It's another way to use the overlay optimizer. But there's a ton of different elements. Bullet blocks I use a lot. The arrows, there's some good arrows if you're feeling lazy and don't want to make one in Canva or Photoshop. They have a bunch here. Same with dividers. They have a bunch that you can just add in. And another really great thing about using OptimizePress is that the opt-in boxes are an element. So I have OptimizePress set up with Aweber. So when I go into the opt-in box, and this is actually a reason why you don't even need Gravity Forms. I use Gravity Forms for my questionnaires and input forms, client input forms, but the opt-in box here is great for if you have just like a simple homepage opt-in or a landing page opt-in, then you can go in here to your Aweber or MailChimp and choose which list, choose the style, your thank you page. It's all right here. And you can even choose the style of your opt-in, how many fields you want. The button is customizable once you click into it. So even though this looks horrendously ugly, when you actually click in here and go to the Submit Button tab, you do have the option to upload a button image or create a custom button, so fear not. Another really good thing to remember about OptimizePress is duplicating and cloning rows. So a lot of times you're going to create a nice layout or page section and you're still writing your content, you're still creating your images, and instead of creating an entire new row and adding in new elements from scratch, what you can do is just duplicate that on the same page using the clone row button, or copy your row to use on a different page using the copy row button here. A lot of times what I'll do is have OptimizePress set up on one page, I'll have one OptimizePress live editor page set up here and another one in another tab, and I'll just copy rows back and forth as I need them. Once you're done editing, and keep in mind OptimizePress does save every few minutes, so if something freezes and you have to exit out, then that's not a big deal, but for the most part you're going to want to click Save and Close. The last thing I want to show you in OptimizePress is how to integrate your email services in so that you can create opt-in elements similar to what I was just showing you, and you're going to do that through your dashboard. Obviously, I could go deep into OptimizePress and talk about the difference between blog settings and your regular settings here in dashboard, but that's not really, like, this isn't just an OptimizePress talk, so it's just an overview. So in here, you're going to click on, in your dashboard, you're going to click on Email Marketing Services, and for me, it's Aweber. Boom. There's a button that shows up. For instance, it's different depending on what you're trying to integrate. So see, for Constant Contact, you're provided with, in your Constant Contact account, an API key and a token that you would add in here. It really depends on what you're using. Infusionsoft is another great integration that they offer, and you just add in your application name and API key here. Some of them you log in. So I think for Aweber, there's a button that you press and you're brought to a pop-up that lets you log into Aweber and then it automatically connects. I think that's probably the easiest integration that is offered, but otherwise you would just search, say you have Campaign Monitor and you need to figure out where your API key is, just go into your Campaign Monitor dashboard and search API key and it'll tell you exactly where you need to go. So finally, I just want to show you a few ways that you can find themes outside of OptimizePress and outside of what's offered here in Appearance Themes. Elegant Themes is a really good subscription-based theme gallery that has a lot of different types of designs that they offer, and they come pretty pre-packaged right out of the box, so they're really simple to use. If you're just starting out and you're looking for help in choosing an elegant theme, I do recommend working with a designer to just get your brand set up first. Just some colors and fonts and a logo is pretty much all you need to make any of these themes work for you. Especially once you start brainstorming by pinning things up in your Pinterest board and seeing what you think looks good. Browsing this gallery is going to be a piece of cake, because even though there are so many options, you're going to be able to compare what you posted here in Pinterest to what is available in this subscription service. Another great market is Envato Market. I think it's envato.com. And what you're, let's see, actually I think it's ThemeForest. ThemeForest.com. .net, okay, I stand corrected. So ThemeForest is a huge theme repository run by Envato Market, and there's a lot of really good themes for sale on Envato Market. The one thing that I would watch out for is making sure that updates are included in the theme you buy. Like I mentioned earlier, having an old theme can sometimes wreck a WordPress installation, and you kind of end up procrastinating on updating WordPress as a result. But a lot of them do come with those yearly updates. Same with Elegant Themes. It's because it's a subscription service, you pay year to year and you're always provided with updates. So even though you download them from the Elegant Themes website and install them as a separate theme here in Themes, Add New, once it's installed, it starts talking to the Elegant Themes servers and saying, hey, does this person have updates? Are they eligible for updates? Are they paying for their subscription? And if the answer is yes, you are paying for updates, then it's going to let you know when an update is available for your theme. Right now, I just updated all of my stuff, but again, you can access your updates. Oh, I didn't update my stuff. By going to Dashboard, Updates, going down to Themes, and updating. And even if you don't use a theme, if it's still on your website and you see it here in the Themes section, you're still going to want to keep it up to date, because that's actually, having old themes is a way for hackers to loophole sort of like into your site. So it's just a good idea to keep everything updated all the time. And yeah, I think that's it for today. I want to thank all of you for joining me on this extremely in-depth run-through of the tools I use and how I manage my WordPress sites and navigate the WordPress backend. If you have any more questions or you want to get a little bit more one-on-one consulting so that you can ask those questions live over the phone, I encourage you to stop by my website at designmastermind.nyc, and you can even just go straight to this URL right here, designmastermind.nyc/new-content, or excuse me, new-client, and you'll be able to book an intro call right here. So I look forward to talking to you in the future, and I hope that this was helpful.